Hello and welcome to Crusader Kings 2, The Return of Arthur, where we are playing Crusader Kings as the Mob Arthur dynasty, descended, of course, from, he's somewhere up here, King Arthur the Bear of Cornwall, a Cornish man who claimed to be the reincarnation of the mythical King Arthur back to deliver the Britons in their darkest hour. We do have somewhat of a dark hour upon us here. We were single-handedly really winning the Great Holy War for Lithuania, and then our allies kind of abandoned us in a larger battle. And our vassals used this as an excuse to try to press some demands on us to give higher crown authority. We're not going to be blackmailed. We're going to try to fight this war. I considered for a little bit just giving into their demands. Point stag, send people to find it. Not really the time for that. Yeah, I considered giving into their demands, but ultimately I felt like we can probably win this. They do have us outnumbered at this point, but I think we can actually win this. So let's go ahead. All right, get on the boat. The Great Holy War is done for. I mean, they signed themselves up for failure. The other participants did by being dumb. One thing is I would love to be able to spare our capital from too much devastation. My son, pray he'll recover. What do we need right now? We need a new regent. We'll make the Viceroy of Scotland our regent. And we'll keep those other two positions open. Well, we do kind of need a marshal. We are at war. I was going to keep them open for the guys who rebelled in case I decide to keep them around, but yeah, we do need a marshal. So this is about 100 years earlier than the Magna Carta, but it's a similar situation. They're kind of asking for an empowered council, which means that the nobles would get to vote on more stuff, which is kind of interesting whether we win or not. It's interesting from like a historical roleplay standpoint. Luckily, it seems like they're just sieging some random barony in Kent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand down everything that's not a retinue and then re-raise it while hopefully... Total strength. Well, let's look at who has negative opinion of us first. Oh, never mind. We don't have the money to start. We don't have the money to start bribing people for more levies anyway, so... Let's see. Let's wait for these guys to get where they're going. Okay, now... We'll reunite our armies somewhere that's far away from where they are right now. And see what that gives us troop-wise. Oh, my son died of a disagreement with a meal. My possessed son died of food poisoning. That's unfortunate. Was he my heir, too? Let's see, yeah, Duke of Wessex, he can be a commander. Successor nomination, I don't know why you're asking me about this necessarily. He has, I believe, 0 diplomacy, so yeah, we definitely don't want him in charge. Probably this guy. He's 18, he only has one hand, but I think he'll do the job. So looks like we're gonna have fewer troops than the rebels, but higher quality commanders and higher quality troops could potentially help us. And I would like to get out of debt. Can we borrow money from Jewish moneylenders or something? Oh, right, because we're not Christian anymore. Maybe I should do... Let's see, cancel Paragon of Virtue. Oh, I was hoping to get the war chest one, but I guess we have to not be at war for that. Oh well, I guess I'm grooming an heir for the time being. Saddle my horse, sure. Okay, let's see how this goes. We're outnumbered, but we're not vastly outnumbered. As long as we stay aware of the terrain, set up our commanders very carefully. We're going to auto-balance all of our flanks. So, Gurmurlock, direct leader, definitely. We want you in the center. Rough terrain expert, Eagle Knight. Yeah, you'll do just fine. And then he's brave. One-handed doesn't actually affect his commander skill, just his personal combat skill. So yeah, this is the guy we want. Alright. So we should have far superior generalship for sure. That's actually, those aren't rebels, by the way. Those are random Vikings that are just kind of wandering around. And I'm 90% sure we don't have a river crossing here. Straight across Essex, and then between this county and Middlesex. So yeah, if we attack from Sussex, we should be fine. They have one flank commander and one guy who's a 14, so I think we should have this one. We're going to have far superior tactics anyway. Apparently I'm hunting for the White Stag while this rebellion is going on. Well, maybe we're not going to win. I don't know how exactly they managed to rout both of our flanks with that small of a numbers advantage and with no flank commanders. But my son's going to have to learn shit on his own. We did whittle them down, so that's good. I don't have any additional factions forming. They're going to start, you know, a third faction in the Civil War or anything. So that's good. Awesome, I gained the brawny trait. Turn to court. The hunt was not successful. This guy who's in my dungeon became a dutiful cleric. Don't really care. There's disease happening. Great, I hope you all get slow fever and smallpox at the same time. Yeah, see, the Holy War is just gonna go completely to shit because nobody would help me out. Okay, so at this point in time, it does not appear that we have enough troops to actually win. We could raise. It's actually a fairly decent amount. Let's go ahead. Let's dismiss everybody who's not a retinue again. Let's do one. We'll do another call for the levy. See, if my retinue is replenished, this would be a different story because sure, whatever. If my retinue was replenished, we would have far superior troops. I think just based on the amount of land we have versus the amount of land they have, we can probably pull this off. Make sure we have our best commanders because they are about to fall upon us. No, we don't want this coward guy. We want him. Do we have a river crossing here? Okay, so they are suffering a river crossing in this particular battle. And they still have two flanks with no commanders. How are they doing so well? This is all these sieges of all that Slavic land that we took that's now being reclaimed. Okay. Good. So we lost the first battle of the rebellion. We won the second battle and captured one of their commanders. So that's good. At this point, we need to chase them to the ends of the earth, which should be our only objective right now. Was the other guy... Is everybody that I'm nominating to be my successor dying? He died under suspicious circumstances. Probably killed by this guy, who's an asshole. So I'm going to give it to Erwin. He doesn't have terrible stats. To the ends of the earth. We must chase them to the ends of the earth. Fifth. So that was a significantly large rebellion there. I say was because I feel like at this point I'm fairly confident we're gonna win it. We are attacking across the strait here, which is not smart. We also didn't gather our armies, which was not smart, but yeah, we're gonna win anyway. Alright. He's probably going to go to his capital. Then he's going to go to Bryfna. We have a new Duke of Wessex. He likes me, so that's okay. That must be a retinue or something. I don't know why they're not participating at this point. Duke Gilbert of Alba. Alba has given me bizarre and repulsive evidence concerning Duke Philippe II's sexual preferences. Isn't he one of the rebels? Oh no, that's Hereford, not Wicca. I don't care. We've got actual problems to worry about right now. Childhood focus. Struggle. Purge yourself of weakness. Now the question here is going to be, once we defeat this rebellion, will we have enough manpower left to then go turn around and save the day in the Holy War? The new Duke of York, he likes me fine, so that's cool. Let's go wipe this stack, this random stack that's just sitting here. You gave it a go. You guys gave it a go. Elective succession. The Duke of Wicca is the only one who wants that. Well, I could put him on the council. We do need a chancellor. I'll also make him Master of the Blade. There we go. I'm not meaning to imply anything by the fact that I'm making my... Let's see. Oh, is this the guy? Okay, so he was the guy that was plotting against everyone. So, unfortunately, he was also my best commander. Recently I've noticed a charming woman at my court. You've never heard her name before, but her refined manners and etiquette suggest that she has a fine upbringing. She's an excellent conversationalist and everyone adores her. Maybe you could make use of her talents. I can make her chancellor. No, I need to keep those spots open to keep my vassals happy right now. Come on. You guys know it's over. But you know what they say, rebellions are built on hope. Unfortunately for these guys, it is very much unfounded. They are not going to discover an exhaust port that blows up Cornwall. I don't think that's a thing. all that life wasted. Someone else wants elective succession now? Well, guess what? I've got more honorary titles to hand out. We're not going to elective succession. We could go to elective succession. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It's just Tanistry makes sure that they can only elect someone from our family. And I prefer it flavor-wise because we're Celts. Oh, wow, we've got actual Vikings in the capital. Gotta go deal with that. Education focus. She's rowdy and affectionate and fussy. Yep, guess she's gonna be a warrior. My son has become a charismatic negotiator. He needs to get married to somebody with good stats. Such as... She's 31. Looking for someone with good stewardship and good diplomacy. 19, shrewd. Any geniuses available? Any quick? Any strong? 10 years old. Yeah, we can arrange a betrothal there. Groomed an heir. Awesome. Oh, yeah, we need flank commanders. And go home. Go home. Go home, Vikings, go home. Alright. See how much longer we have to chase these dudes to, get them to stop rebelling against us. Our core lands have not suffered too greatly from the war, which is what I was hoping to prevent. Come on, catch them! Ah! Almost caught them before they could unite their army. There we go! Oh, that's a big stack. Win the battle, win the battle, win the battle. Rout them before the reinforcements show up. Awesome! Saddle my horse. Sure, why not? Rout a flank. Rout at least one flank before the reinforcements show up. Oh, maybe the reinforcements did show up. Nope, there they are. They're going to the Isle of Man for some reason. Because I guess they can... maybe they can force us into fighting across the strait. I don't know if the AI is actually smart enough to make that deduction. Oh, and the reason I'm chasing stacks instead of doing sieges, if anyone is wondering, is because they will take too long and cost the lives of my men. I just want to end this on the battlefield, if possible. Anyone else? Nope, just that guy. Alright, I slayed one of their commanders. Oh, I guess I didn't get the brawny trait last time. So it's just a 20% chance. So I'll keep chasing that event. Where was that 1K stack? I know they had another stack that was somewhat large. If I can't find any more stacks of decent size, I'll just go ahead and siege Kildare. The assassins spread to Syria. The Hashashin, the elusive order of assassins, have expanded their influence into Syria. A branch of their sect has established itself in the mountain fortress of Masyaf, from where they control the surrounding countryside. All across the Holy Land, the assassins are now hunting those they see as obstacles to their obscure plans.